Hey everybody, Chris here. Dogecoin is setting up for a massive move. We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we've been live every day giving away Dogecoin. That's right, here in August. We've had 4 days so far giving away Dogecoin. Each of those 4 days, we got our 5th day here on Tuesday. Join in Tuesday afternoon. More Dogecoin giveaways, doing only good every day. And now we're even going to extend it for an 11th day, thanks to the generosity of the folks in the chat. Make sure you're subscribed. You got your notifications on. Don't want to miss that. But right now, Dogecoin, what is it doing? It's got a setup here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Let's look at the charts on the news. We'll start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart. We're just under 21 cents. We did come over 21 cents last night. This morning, a little bit of a pullback overnight, down to 20.2, but we're back up to 20.7. So again, back in the summer chop mode here. But that's okay. That's okay. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit, what that setup is. Here's Bitcoin. Did dip just below 114K. Early this morning, and now heading back up to 115. We've got Ethereum 3666. But what's making the most move is Litecoin. Look at Litecoin, up to $127. I don't know what's going on with Litecoin, but there is a lot of buying of Litecoin as we go into later in the month when we start talking about Dogecoin mining, proof of work cryptocurrency mining. We're also going to be talking about Litecoin, also proof of work cryptocurrency. Both use the script algorithm, and you can merge mine Litecoin and Dogecoin at the same time. We're going to be exploring that later this month. But for now, what is going on with Doge? Well, Doge doesn't just move by itself, right? It relies on other macro factors at times, but can go on a run of its own. So what is the setup we're talking about? Well, we start with the CME FedWatch, right? This is our FedWatch tool looking at interest rates in the United States. Is the Fed going to finally drop interest rates? Now, you know that since early spring, people have been asking, hey, Chris, are we going to drop them in April or May or June or July or whenever those FOMC meetings are? And I've always said, nope, September. It's going to be September. Big nothing burgers, all of these FOMC meetings until September. And now look, an 88% chance now that rates are going to drop in September. I'm always ahead of the curve. I'm way ahead of the curve on these things right now. People are going, oh yeah, September, right? It's like people wonder why I'm so bullish on the fall, and I'm just like, this is just one of many things. But this is September, and now look, even October. October has almost a 60% chance of yet another 25 basis point cut, and then December has now a 46% chance of yet another 25 basis. We could have 3 rate cuts happening. Now, I'll be happy with September and October, but December would be bonus on top of that. We'll see how it all goes. You know, the jobs report and all of the fake number, all that stuff, all plays into this, and what do you believe and what don't you believe? But September rate cuts. I've been talking about that. Well, look at it. It just jumped up to 90%. I just needed to refresh the screen. It's now 90%. Getting better all the time. That is bullish. So, what else is going on? Well, here's Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has been slowly gaining since the early April drop, retesting support, and here we are again, retesting support. Which side are you betting on? What do you think Bitcoin's going to do from here? Some of you are still bearish. You think that 123K that we hit here in July was the cycle top, and we're just going to go down from. Do you really think that? I do not. I am on the other side. I'm still bullish. Yes, and we throw that word bullish around, and I get that. But you know what? A lot of other people throwing around that bullish word too. Again, I'm in front of the curve on this. Altcoin season is charging. We're back in the same zone that birthed 5x to 20x moves back in 2020. to 2021. Bitcoin dominance is peaking. Alts are coiling for a violent breakout. So accumulate, and then we sell when we get back up here. That is what I think is happening this fall. I've been showing this again and again, just looking at fall 2025. I'm going all in on that. CLEO says, look, Doge, under 25 cents is still free. This is a gift. We hit 28, almost 29, and then we pull back below 25. This is accumulation. Classic accumulation. This is what's happening. Are you picking up Dogecoin? We do look at Trader Allen, right? Trader Allen, on the weekly, zoomed out. Dogecoin is in this broadening wedge, and here we are about to do this next move. And we will see how high we go during this next move, but $1.40? It's possible. It's certainly possible. But I say let's get back to our previous highs first, and then $1. That's going to be challenging enough. Dogecoin with 150 billion Dogecoin as big market cap may not move quite so violently, but we will be watching that. So what's this going on? Look, traders remain bullish on Dogecoin. Again, you guys say, oh, Chris is saying that bullish word so often. We got a 12% bounce from support. So what is next for Doge, right? We know we dropped from the July peak of 28 cents, retested 19-cent support level. Now, technical indicators, cooling momentum a little bit. The 4-hour RSI is approaching oversold level below 30 that previously triggered a 70% rally in June. And you go, what? Is that news? 4-hour RSI approaching oversold level below 30 that previously triggered 70% rally in June. And I say, yeah, I already covered this. On August 2nd, 3 days ago, I covered this. The last time the Dogecoin 4-hour RSI dropped below 30 in an oversold position, Doge recovered, then went on a plus 70% run. The RSI is approaching that same point now, right, from here, all the way over to here, right? Now here we are again, back below 30. Only the last time the price was 14 cents on the dip. And now we dipped to, I guess, $18.95, right? $18.95 was the sale on the dip. And this is the sign. And now others are saying, hey, look, I'm ahead of the curve here, guys. Futures data shows traders remain bullish, a 3-to-1 long to short ratio. And that means there are less people shorting it. There are more people doing long leverage trading, betting on the price of Dogecoin to bounce and go higher here, and they're showing it by their trades. Now we watch the heat maps and we see the dips and we see the liquidations, but with that kind of ratio, 3-to-1 ratio long to short, and that's after a bunch of longs got wiped out, they're rebetting Dogecoin is going to go higher. Dogecoin hits key support zone. Analysts see strong risk reward setup, meaning let's get into Doge here. So we're going to look at Cantonese Cat and taking a look at the chart where this pullback that we had is a healthy retest of support rather than a sign of weakness. And I know there's a lot of bears out there. I still see in the chat 17 cents, 14-cent Doge, and I'm just like, that's not what I'm seeing on the charts. So we got this thing called the bull market support band. Now this is just one of those indicators, right? Bull market support band on the weekly chart, right? Dogecoin broke through it, hit a new high locally for 2025. Right? I know we were higher back in late 2024, but in this run up to 28 cents, we then pulled back right to that band. And that's where we are right now. We're bouncing off that band. And here's what Kenny's cat says. Let's see if Doge finds support at the bull market support band and leaves 20 cents for good. Although I don't mind it dipping down again, like a lot of you say, oh, I want to buy lower. Well, I get that. We talk about that during the live streams as well on layering in. You don't have to wait till the perfect drop, right? You see the red candle, you buy a little. Doesn't have to be all or nothing. But I don't mind if it dips down again. It does surprise me how long the market has given us an opportunity to buy more before the macro bull trend resumes. And that's what we've talked about in the summertime, right? You get these opportunities. We saw it in 2022. We saw it in 2023. We saw it again in 2024. And here we are now, 2025. Again, a little bit higher lows, right? But we're still in an overall bull cycle. And it even surprises him. An opportunity to buy more is where we are. And why would we want to be buying more Dogecoin? Well, here's bid origin. Here's what's next as we go all in on Dogecoin. Expanding our Dogecoin treasury, building merchant payment rails and integration tools, launching miner and ecosystem-focused services, driving adoption at scale, powered by Dogecoin for Dogecoin. So this is part of the reason I want to get into Dogecoin mining as well, because I think, as I've been saying often in the past, Dogecoin mining is going to get more profitable than Bitcoin mining. It's going to be a slow thing, but I want to be ahead of the curve and I want to get in. So we'll be talking about that again later in August as we talk about this whole Dogecoin mining, proof of work cryptocurrency, why Dogecoin is great as it is as a proof of work cryptocurrency. It's all building. You have an opportunity now. So try not to be too greedy, right? And wait for that perfect entry. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this massive setup that we have here for Dogecoin? Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.